But the biggest adventure you and I ever went on together was Vietnam. On a trip with our friends Gil and Barbara, shortly after our youngest children went off to college in 2003, we took an amazing walking trip together in Vietnam. With your inexhaustible curiosity and interrogating skills, you kept probing with our Vietnamese guide why so many children were not in school, triggered by the fact that we would gather a curious pack of children following us when we would walk through a rural village. His answers were cautious and only frank when we were out of the earshot of the minders who followed us from time to time. But because of your questions, we learned a lot about the educational system and the obstacles encountered by very poor families. Towards the end of the trip, you turned to me and said that for the small amount of US dollars it would take to support a third grader for a year in school, we could support hundreds of school children. You carefully explained your utilitarian view of the world. Each life was equally precious and had potential, no matter where in the world you lived. We did not have the resources to make such an impact in the United States, but we could make an impact in Vietnam. I jumped on board, and the next few years changed our lives dramatically. We started plotting this new chapter in our lives on our flight home, and we were fortunate enough to have Gil and Barbara join us in this adventure, and you inspired many of our friends to give generously to this cause. Eric, this was Basheret. We both stepped off the Wall Street treadmill after returning from that trip and into a world of NGOs. We met truly extraordinary collaborators on this project, some of whom are here today, like Diep and Min Chow. They have become close and treasured friends. You and I so often felt humbled by their commitment, their stories, often difficult ones of being a refugee and life choices they made. Eric, you changed lives. Students reach out to you all the time and share their gratitude. I am so proud of what you have accomplished. And yes, I was your accomplice and cheerleader, but you were the genius. I woke up yesterday morning to see that some of them figured out how to post tributes on Scarsdale 10583. I cried bucketfuls, but that is just how it's going to be. It took hard work, over 38 separate trips to Vietnam to interview children, all the time having wonderful collaborators at your side, our side sometimes, including your friend Gil.